He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season and maybe a little hardware come February as well. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it's all up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting... NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Looking to pass. Tua. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 15 carries, 77 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
That's on the guard, David Edwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Prescott going to keep again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott. And it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Jets. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 25-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
16 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Butker now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Prescott now. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got it to about the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
21. Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jets take over.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Let's take it on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
All right, let's go.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's right. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the Jets' 26-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
21G.
Tua going to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 42-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Final play of the half. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Tua now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Kittle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jets, nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here's Prescott. This is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take trouble.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No. Because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet. And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Jets on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first.
And New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Hey, 47!
A first down throw for Prescott. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Jets take over first.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That's good for a Jets.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott yet again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Devon Achane in the offense, ready to go once again. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
We're facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Prescott now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner?
This is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Miami set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
21G, 21G. Yeah, ready. Hey.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.